Arran Andersen's on the phone.
Oh, 7 Sports anchor Arran Andersen.
At the game. How you doing this morning?
Chicken parm, you taste so
Oh,
good.
yeah, man. It's 35,000 shirts given out by Nationwide Insurance yesterday.
Cool.
Beautiful
right.
thing. I tell you what tastes so good, Arran, is Victory Monday and the number 2 seed and a bye week. That tastes good this morning.
Yeah, and look, this bye week could not have come at a better time. Broncos have played 13 straight weeks of football, have not had a week off since they got the bye. In week 4, they're dinged up. The injury report was 20 deep last week. You mentioned Orlando Franklin. We also had another concussion, which was David Bruton. This is a team that's beaten up, desperately in need of a rest, and fortunately, they did get that first-round bye.
Yeah, they need a lot of rest. There's so many people injured and banged up, so I think that's going to come as a relief. I think a lot of teams that may be less experienced, perhaps, in the playoffs would be, they'll get all the jitters and having that much time off. I think it's perfect for us to have that time.
Absolutely. This is the 3rd year in a row. You know, the last 2 years they were the 1 seed, the 2 seed. This is going to go a long way. And, boy, you know, looking ahead, the Steelers are the one team I think I'm really afraid of. So, you know, you give Peyton Manning coaching staff another week to break down that club, I think is really going to bode well.
So,
Cool.
Arran, have you ever heard Peyton Manning talk like this before? I mean, 55 touchdown passes last season, 39 this season. He had more interceptions this season, less yardage, lower
TDs.
passer rating, everything different. They had 19 touchdowns in December of last year, 3 touchdowns in December of this year, and he's talking like a game manager. Quote, you have to do your job. You have to do your job as a quarterback, protect the ball, get the ball to the playmakers, try to check us into the right play. Totally different feeling and approach on offense this year than it was last year.
Yeah, you have to wonder if it's a ruse. I mean, like maybe he's baiting people. You know what I mean? I mean, it's hard to believe. Look, Demaryius Thomas dropped what should have been a touchdown yesterday, but
yes.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we're seeing a different, not only a different offense the last few weeks, it's a different Peyton Manning, and it's hard to really know, you know, what the root of that is.
But I feel better about this offense going into this year's playoffs than I did last year. Do you?
My concern is, you mentioned Connor Barth is 14 of 15. Connor Barth had 2 games where he kicked 5 field goals. Yesterday he kicked 4. And what I wonder is this offense capable of finishing in the red zone? And they've had issues of late. That's what really concerns me. I like the fact that they've got balance. I love C.J. Anderson and what he brings to the table. But, since since Julius Thomas went down, Peyton Manning really has not been the same. He doesn't have that option. Mm-hmm. And I think that you're seeing maybe the residue of injuries, which is, he's a little bit more limited. Wes Welker is also disappeared from the offense as well. So my concern, again, is third down. Not just third down, but the red zone itself. If they're not able to score touchdowns, and this is a team that's going to, rely on field goals to get by, that's not going to win you playoff games.
You look ahead and you're looking at the Bengals, the Colts, the Steelers. Most people think it's probably going to be the Steelers. Is it easier to prepare for a team that you've already played that season, do you think?
Oh, absolutely. No doubt about it. And look, they know the Steelers pretty well.
Yeah.
I think as well. I mean, look, this is a team that Tim Tebow, beat in his final game, but then, Peyton Manning lit up in the opener the next year. I think they're familiar with them. I think the game that we all want to see is the Bengals and Broncos in round 2 after what happened Monday night. Yeah. I think that would go a long way, having seen them, as recently as, last Monday.
Exactly.
Right. I mean, the Broncos went 1-2 against AFC playoff games. They lost to the Patriots, lost to the Bengals. They beat the Colts. But once you get in the playoffs, none of that really matters of what happened in the previous time. I think that Julius Thomas, Arran, is a key. Getting healthy here with 2 weeks before another game, I think that'll cure a lot of those red zone woes.
Yeah, I think you're right. And, watching him the last couple of weeks, he's definitely – he's not the same. He doesn't cut it as well. He's not getting separation. These 2 weeks I think are going to go a long way. And hopefully we get him back close to 100%. I don't know if it's possible at this stage of the season, but – it'd certainly be nice to have another weapon for Peyton Manning.
Well, look, he's got to come back, Arran, so that we can hang out with his dad at the Super Bowl again this year, okay? We need Julius Thomas's father back in the game.
Well, I wonder if he has any more eligibility left. I mean, he looked like he could still get up and down the field. Maybe they should sign him. Bring Greg back.
All right, Arran, thanks so much for joining us, man. We'll see you later. And great job last night on 7 Sports Extra, buddy.
Thank you, Arran.
Well, thank you so much. Happy New Year,
Happy
you
New
two
Year,
and everybody out there.
You got it, man.
All right. Thank you, sir.